We just heard a great talk on hydrology. It was really informative and interesting. And here's my recommendation as a person who has to sort of come up with some design flow. Matt Collins out of NOAA made this plot, and it says exactly what Alan just said. The gauges around, this is the northeast region, are all showing increased flood flows. So this is an analysis of the gauge, and the size of the triangle shows the rate of increase. When Matt found this out, he made a recommendation to stream restoration people that he saw a big change in the flow patterns around the 1970s. And what he recommended was that we should be looking at a range of flows. We can't put our blinders on and say the Q50 or the 50-year flood should be the design flow for a culvert. We need to look at sort of a bracket. And one of the ways he said to do that was to split your flow record if you have a long flow record, calculate your normal gauge statistics, so the 100-year flood or the flood that has a 1% chance occurring each year for the whole record, and then break it at 1970 and look at the old record and look at the new record. And we've been doing this around the region during our work, and we're seeing there's huge changes. There's like a 20% increase when you just use the more modern gauge record. Yesterday, I took a minute and did this for Stony Clove, and an example, I saw that the 10-year flood, if you just used the more current half of the gauge record, was 1,000 cubic feet per second larger. So, one thing you might want to do is calculate your design flow for the whole gauge record, and then look at, if you have a long-term record, look at the more modern half of the flow. This has huge implications for design work and managing our rivers.